Much has been said about the big tech companies that were implicated in this slide from Edward Snowden's documents. It's eroded confidence in their integrity and damaged their business. But what about the PRISM program itself, where people are profiled by data mining the intercepted digital communications? Some have suspected that the company behind PRISM is Palantir. I've often thought that the Palantir from Tolkien's Lord of the Rings were the perfect metaphor for the internet. In the book, the Palantir were crystal balls that allowed the possessors to communicate and to see things. Eventually, they fell into the hands of the evil forces, and using a Palantir not only revealed you to the villain, Sauron, represented by the all-seeing eye, but it also allowed him to learn where you were and look into your mind and your soul. A great metaphor for people who are trying to use the internet for legitimate purposes and the government spooks who create profiles of people as they're using it. Although Palantir has a program called PRISM, and although its function is exactly like that shown in the slide, they have denied the allegations. The company, Palantir, was created with funding from In-Q-Tel, a venture capital company created by the CIA, and with funding from PayPal billionaire Peter Thiel. Palantir's CEO Alexander Karp is also from PayPal. Both Thiel and Karp were attendees at Bilderberg this year as they focused on big data. Palantir company profiles from the Wall Street Journal in 2009 and Business Week in 2011 emphasized Palantir's connection to the military-industrial complex and to data mining for terrorist profiling. Palantir self-consciously emphasizes to its employees its connection to Middle-earth mythology. Whether or not Palantir's PRISM program is the PRISM program, Palantir was created by the CIA and globalist banksters, serves as a tool for the banksters and the CIA, and was named after Sauron's surveillance tool. But questions are now being asked about PayPal's involvement with the CIA and the NSA that go beyond Palantir and the PRISM program, and call into question the integrity of PayPal's Pierre Omidyar's newly announced journalism venture with Glenn Greenwald. Whistleblower Sibel Edmonds is asking why we've seen nothing in the leaked Snowden documents about PayPal's involvement with the NSA. A retired NSA official contacted Sibel Edmonds and told her that the Snowden document cache contains extensive information about the NSA working not just with major internet companies, but with financial institutions, especially PayPal. Banks have long been a surveillance arm of the government, if for no other reason than to collect taxes. But it appears that PayPal's relationship goes much deeper than just financial reporting. The Snowden documents are slowly being doled out by Glenn Greenwald, who has announced that he'll be partnering with PayPal owner Pierre Omidyar. About 2 months ago, Omidyar announced that he was going to become a philanthropist patron of investigative journalism, which is very strange given his contempt for whistleblowers and his company's persecution of WikiLeaks and Anonymous. As Sibel Edmonds points out, Omidyar published this tweet in 2009. Anybody who publishes stolen information should help catch the thief, shouldn't publish it in the first place. And less than a year later, Omidyar's PayPal was conspiring with none other than Palantir to strangle WikiLeaks financially and to attack Glenn Greenwald. PayPal subsequently froze WikiLeaks funds and funds to Bradley Manning's defense. In protest, some hacktivists that identified with Anonymous, now known as the PayPal 14, began a denial of service attack against the PayPal website, not the PayPal service. Supporters characterized the protest as a digital sit-in. PayPal pushed for felony charges, 15 years, and $500,000 fines each. Omidyar's PayPal partner doubled down on this interview with Charlie Rose even after the Snowden leaks.
I am probably uncharacteristically pro national security agencies writ large and NSA in particular, despite the fact that they would not hire me at some point. I actually wanted to work for the NSA, and I was not a U.S. citizen, and that I just fundamentally trust the national security establishment to care about the citizens. It's a trade I would be willing to make.
Security and liberty.
Security and privacy.
PayPal has been partnering with the government to shut down real investigations and to punish WikiLeaks. And some questions are now being asked. Is the media venture a way for Omidyar to control damaging information about PayPal? If the information is slowly leaked, will anyone care about the Snowden documents by the time PayPal's involvement with the NSA is leaked? How and why are the Snowden documents being controlled? When The Guardian's editor went before Parliament last week, he pled that he had consulted government officials and intelligence agencies, including the FBI, GCHQ, the White House, and the Cabinet Office, on more than 100 occasions before the publication of stories. Are Greenwald and The Guardian selectively leaking information about government surveillance in a way to minimize damage to government by hiding their criminal actions? Are the Snowden documents being released in a way to manipulate the public? And finally, questions are being asked about Greenwald, Poitras, Scahill, and Omidyar asserting private ownership over the Snowden documents. All media has to make a profit in order to be independent of the government, but doesn't the public have a right to know what its government is doing? It appears that the secrets are being doled out gradually, numbing the public to the atrocities of the surveillance state. For InfoWars Nightly News, I'm David Knight.
The facts are in. The studies are legion. Sodium fluoride and other members of the fluorine family that are added to Western water supplies are devastating the health and cognitive ability of the people that drink it. So the question is, why are the social engineers adding it to the water? Simple. Dumb down the host population that the parasitic technocracy is feeding on. We developed Fluoride Shield to be the highest quality, highest standards because I use it every day and my family uses it every single day. Let's take a closer look at the ingredients that make up this special proprietary formula. Tamarind has been celebrated for its ability to immobilize toxic fluoride residues, while zeolites have a long history of attracting and holding toxic compounds. Enter fulvic acid, an excellent cleansing agent. Then we added the highest quality shilajit, a rare compound that is collected from the high mountains of the Himalayas. We topped it all off with the powerhouse herb cilantro, that is intended to mobilize fluoride and other dangerous compounds for removal from the body. And the final touch to energize this formula is our proprietary nascent iodine. And as always, consult your physician as well because that is important. And finally, Fluoride Shield, Survival Shield, and all the products at InfoWarsLife.com grew out of my quest to try to find the very best compounds from God's cornucopia to protect myself and my family. And from our research, I believe we are bringing you the best, highest quality products. And you have that commitment from Alex Jones and the entire InfoWars crew.